Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is round number 14 here in the 4th season of the NOSSCAR X2 Series, posted on the NASCAR 15 video game on PlayStation 3. Jay Taylor is on the pole for the New Hampshire 100. Timac 11 starts in 4th, coming off a victory a couple days ago at Auto Club Speedway. Cliff Price qualified 2nd, Bong 3rd, Ty 4th, Your Dunson 5th, Punisher Drummer 6th, Tyler Scott 7th, Spud Sevenfold the rookie qualifies 8th, Dexter 9th, Smokin' Joe 10th, Larson 11th, Piper Jade 12th, Twitch Whiskers 13th, and RJ Haywood rounding out the 14-car starting grid. 16 cars will be credited, or 16 drivers rather, will be credited with points for a finish in this race, but it's only 14 cars making it to the actual race event itself. Here we go, guys. Sit back and relax, crack one, crack a cold one, and enjoy the race. Green flag is out. Jay Taylor jumps out nicely on the opening start there.
Inside's clear. R3 back. R approaching low. The leader's a second ahead.
Timac 11 got into the back of Bondosaurus a little bit there, and that's going to allow Punisher Drummer to come up on the outside, challenge for the 4th position.
R outside. R outside, Jim.
Timac giving him plenty of room. Your Dunson 50 in the 6th car right behind them in the 6th position.
Check your inside. Low side's clear. Right's clear.
It's getting tight around here as somebody has already spun over in turns 1 and 2. Remember, guys, in the X2 Series, you got no cautions, you got no custom setups. Damage is on full.
On your rear.
Races are always 20% distance. The only time really that you'll see cautions on in the NOSSCAR Series in the B divisions is when you're at a restrictor plate track. Daytona and Talladega, cautions are on. Jay Taylor, your pole sitter, has jumped out to a comfortable cushion. Nice lead over Cliff Price, who still runs in 2nd. Bondosaurus in the 14 car sits in 3rd, Punisher Drummer 4th, Timac 5th, Your Dunson is in 6th. And then a little bit further back in 7th place, it kind of looks like that is Tyler Scott in the 78. Can't quite get a good look. Not without wrecking.
First is leading by 3 seconds. R inside, trying to get to your corner. That's it, little by little.
We're smoking the tires here. Timac is.
Inside's clear.
Timac qualified 4th. Has lost 1 position here off the start to Punisher Drummer.
R3 back. He's clear.
Oh, he cooked him going into turn 1 and 2 that last time by.
Door on the bottom.
And it kind of looked like he just let the number 6 car go. It's very, very early in the event. It is a 60 lap race, and we're working lap 5. Might have been a smart decision. And it is Tyler Scott in the number 78 car running in the 7th position, having a good run so far at New Hampshire. Cliff Price still in 2nd. He seems to like the bottom groove, but now here comes Bondosaurus, who got a really good run coming out of turn 4 that last time by. And that's a battle for 2nd, and it looks like the 14 car is going to take over the spot for now. Jay Taylor has the 2nd most wins in the X2 Series. He leads this one. Bondosaurus in 2nd place, the 3rd most X2 Series wins. He's up in the 2nd position. Timac making contact with the wall a little bit more frequently than he would like. And a little bit of a gap starting to form between Timac and Tyler Scott. It seems to be the top 6 cars are in their own pack a little bit here for now. Jay Taylor, Bondosaurus, Cliff Price, Punisher Drummer, You're Done Son, Timac, your top 6. Timac beginning to lose the front 5 a little bit here. Tyler Scott's starting to get challenged for the 7th position by the car behind him. Can't quite make out at this time who it is. And now, not sure what happened there to Jay Taylor, if he got loose or if he hit the wall or what happened there, but the 88 car is on the inside letting all these guys go by, and Bondosaurus is going to take the race lead. There was some damage on the 88 car on the right side when I went by, and I got a good look at it there. So it looks like he has made contact with the outside wall at some point. And now Jay Taylor falls outside the top 5 for now. One car is already on pit road. It's Twitch Whiskers.
First is leading by 3 seconds.
A little early to make a pit stop for Twitch Whiskers, but she might feel that the fresh tires and the fresh tires and maybe an adjustment or two just might help her out. As of right now, Bondosaurus is still your race leader. Cliff Price is starting to track him down a little bit in 2nd, and now Punisher Drummer and Your Done Son are battling for 3rd. Your Done Son, who qualified outside the top 5, is slowly working his way towards the front, now up to the 3rd position. Your Done Son came so close to winning the feature race at Auto Club Speedway. It was basically Timac and Larson Rocks, Your Done Son, Jay Taylor, Throbbing Vein, among others, all battling for the race lead at the end. And now Your Done Son is looking strong again here in the very next race, but this time being at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Much different track, 1 mile instead of 2, very, very flat instead of banked, and a lot more grip at this racetrack. Though you wouldn't think so, how much these guys are sliding around and nicking the wall every now and then. Some of the guys that are running the fastest lap times on the track are making contact with the outside wall every now and then, very much on the edge of out of control. Especially in the early going, when these guys haven't made any pit stops yet, haven't made any adjustments to their race cars yet, still on the default setup. And now Timac on the bottom of Punisher Drummer there, looking to take the spot there. Couldn't quite do it. Punisher Drummer drove it in a little bit too deep there in turn 3 and 4. Timac is going to get a bit of a run. And 24 moves up to the 4th position. And as we look ahead, Bondosaurus has caught some lap traffic. He clears it okay. Cliff Price still trying to chase him down. Your Done Son all the way up in the 3rd position trying to chase them both down.
R3 back. R3 back. We can't go many more laps on this fuel. The leader is 4 seconds in front. Looks like you've worn the right tire down. He's coming low.
Now there's a car on pit road, and it also looks like Cliff Price is coming down pit road.
Hit this lap.
Cliff Price surrenders the 2nd place position. Running real good.
First is leading by 3 seconds. Keep an eye on that fuel, buddy. You won't run on fumes, and when you have to.
Bondosaurus stays out for one more lap. Your Done Son comes down pit road. Timac stays out for another one as well. Punisher Drummer comes down pit road. Jay Taylor stayed out. It looks like Dexter might have stayed out for one more lap as well.
Car approaching your rear. Closing up top. Too fast, man. Check up, check up.
We're going to go 4 tires to my
Timac is on pit road.
Hey, buddy, we're standing by. Remember what we practiced. Let's do this.
This is the first round of pit stops, first round of scheduled pit stops for the NOSSCAR X2 Series drivers. Bondosaurus in the 14 already leaving his pit stall, Timac about to leave his. As you see out on the race surface, your Dunn's son, Jay Taylor, and Punisher Drummer. And it looked like Twitch Whiskers might have got a little loose there in that corner. She made a slight contact with the outside wall in the number 98 machine. Twitch Whiskers has 3 top 10 finishes in her last 5 X2 Series races. And now Jay Taylor making a pit stop. He has not made a pit stop yet, until just now. Clearly the 88 team is playing the fuel strategy.
I told you those tires wouldn't last.
And you gotta believe that might have been the reason why he let the top 5 get around him early in the race. You and I were sitting here and wondering about that. See, this is why I need a co-commentator.
7 seconds ahead to the lead car.
And now Jay Taylor gets back out on the racetrack. He's scored in the 6th position. And the strategy for the 88 seems to be make it on one more pit stop. That's what they want to do. They know it's going to go green until the end. If they can go the distance on only one more pit stop from here to the end, then the 88's going to win this race. Cliff Price is your race leader, but he pit on lap 17 or 18. Therefore, he might have to pit twice before the end of this race.
Flat tire. I told you. You made up 4/10 on the guy in front.
Cliff Price doing a great job in that number 55 machine. Your Dunn's son is in the 6th car. He's in 2nd. Or he's in 3rd, rather. Punisher Drummer runs 4th. Timac 5th. Jay Taylor in 6th. But here comes Jay Taylor in the number 88 machine. He's going to go around the 24.
Clear down low. First is in front by 8 seconds.
Ty lets Jay go.
Looks like you've worn the right tire down.
The rookie Spud Sevenfold is having a great run. He's in the 7th position. He's gotten around the number 78 of Tyler Scott recently.
Outside. Clear up high.
And there's RJ Haywood running in 13th, 1 lap down at the moment. Something must have happened to the number 19 machine. Normally he's up in the top 10 thick of things.
There's a 9-second gap to the leader.
When you ask a lot of the NOSSCAR drivers in the garage area who they think is gonna be the next driver to get their first win, Man-Anger comes to mind, Twitch Whiskers comes to mind, Spud's Sevenfold and Wood Dog come to mind, and certainly RJ Haywood comes to mind. Humpy 1799, Piper Jade 36, Thunder Funk, all come to mind. And now clearly we should be thinking about Cliff Price a little bit, because here is the driver of the 55 machine, clearly up in the lead, has a nice cushion over the guys in second and third. The only thing that's not really going to go his way is the fuel strategy, unless he can find a way to conserve gas without giving up a lot of track position.
I told you those tires wouldn't last. That's halfway, buddy.
Because if my calculations are correct, Cliff Price is going to have to make a pit stop on about lap 36 or 35 or 36, I would say, because his car is probably handling a little bit better after adjustments he's more than likely made on his first pit stop. Therefore, he's probably burned a bit extra gas, and he's probably going to have to pit on about lap 35.
The tire's blown, you wore it out.
And now you've got your done son on pit road. He surrenders the third position. Oh, and there's a bit of an incident on the back straightaway. We're not sure who's involved yet, but we heard one of the drivers say something on the radio, and it looks like it's Larson, Rocks, and Dexter that are involved. Both drivers were running inside the top 10. Larson Rocks, a former winner in the X2 Series. Dexter, still a rookie in the X2 Series, but has plenty of top 10s on the resume already. Tough break for both of those guys. But the one thing a lot of these drivers are very proud of and happy about is how respectful and proud these guys are to be a NOSSCAR Series driver. So more than likely it was an accident, but still very, very tough break, very tragic for these talented drivers. And now Cliff Price surrenders surrenders the lead rather, and comes down pit road. Bondosaurus takes over the race lead.
You made up 4/10 on the guy in front.
Punisher Drummer
Looks like you've worn the right
gives
tire
up
down.
his spot and comes down pit road. Bondosaurus, Jay Taylor, Timac, they are the ones on the racetrack still. The top 3 cars have not made their scheduled pit stop yet. And now Piper Jade is in the 4th spot. You gotta wonder if he's been saving gas for the entire race, and if that's a part of his strategy.
I told you those tires wouldn't last.
Problems now for Tyler Scott. Looked like that somebody got into the back of him and got him sideways. That was in turn 2. 78 machine running in 12th as of right now, but still lots of pit strategy going on. Jay Taylor has taken the race lead from Bondosaurus, but neither of them have come down pit road yet. Neither has Timac 11. And now we're getting a report the 14 is now on pit road. He gives up the 2nd place position and comes down pit road. He got his bonus points, that's the main thing. And now Jay Taylor is on the track in the lead, Timac in 2nd. They have not made their scheduled pit stops yet. Your Dunson has gotten around Piper Jade. And now your Dunson currently sits in the 4th spot for now.
Looking inside. Clear left side. Car closing on the inside. Coming in this time. Clear on the inside. There's a 9-second gap to the leader.
Jay Taylor on pit road. Looks like Timac's going to stay out one extra lap here, and this is going to get him the bonus point if he's still able to be the leader when he crosses the line on pit road. Because the 24 certainly needs to come in this time.
Too fast, man. Check up, check up.
You need some fuel, and I think we should change those tires out. We're ready when you are, pal. Okay, boys, be safe.
Alright, 24 car is on pit road. Final pit stop we expect for the 2014. They have played the fuel strategy right. It's going to be 4 tires, full tank of gas. They're going to get as much of that in there, I'm sure. And a slight wedge adjustment.
Now that's one of the fastest of the day. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work.
Okay, it's time to push that pace now, buddy. Stay focused. We can do this. Eyeside's clear. Flat tire.
Timac comes out in the 6th position, just behind Spud's 7-fold. But now you know that the 24 car has fuel to the finish, so he can push pretty much just as hard as he wants, whereas some of these other guys really need to conserve in order to make this work.
Looking outside. We're on the outside. Car 2 back. You're clear. Car 2 back. Clear, clear.
Timac makes quick work of Spud. Spud's on much older tires, mind you. Still having a great run, the rookie is, in the number 25 car. 25 car used to be driven by No Luck 24, but now No Luck comes on a part-time basis to drive the number 35 machine until the 35 team can find a full-time driver for next season. '41 of Piper Jade on pit road. This will be his last pit stop.
the driver in front. Way to go, buddy.
Your done son is on pit road. He couldn't make it the rest of the distance. Jay Taylor is going to take over the race lead.
You did an awesome job today, buddy.
This moves Punisher Drummer up to 3rd, Timac 11 up to 4th, and Spud Sevenfold up to 5th. Now we know that Bondosaurus running 2nd has fuel to the end, we believe, but the drivers that have the best chance at making it to the end without running out are Timac, Jay Taylor, and Bondosaurus, in that order as well. Timac stayed out 1 extra lap than Jay Taylor did. Jay Taylor stayed out 2 extra laps than Bondosaurus, so Ty's got 3 over Bondosaurus in the 14.
Go down low.
Timac 11 on the inside of Twitch Whiskers, not a battle for position. She is 1 lap down, currently scored in the 12th position. Still having an okay day. She's a top 7 or top 8 car almost every time we go to a track that's about 1.5 miles or larger. But when she comes to the flat, short tracks, it's a little bit of a handful for her. However, she has improved greatly since the very beginning of her NOSSCAR career, which was 4 seasons ago. She's been here since the very beginning. Getting a report, Punisher Drummer on pit road could not make it to the end on fuel. Jay Taylor takes over the race lead, Bondosaurus in 2nd, about 2 seconds behind him. So it's the 88 car, the 14 car, the 24 car, and the 25, your top 4.
Time to go. I told you those tires wouldn't last.
Punisher Drummer just ran the fastest lap time of the race, no conserving fuel for him. He just made his way down pit road. The fuel strategy that Punisher Drummer and that number 38 team had in mind for today didn't quite pan out, but very impressive run for the 38 team nevertheless.
Full second you made up on the driver in front. Way to go, buddy. To go.
And we're hearing that something happened somewhere. We're not quite sure. There was a bit of a, I don't know, one of the drivers chimed something over the radio, and I'm not really quite sure what took place, but sounds like there was some sort of issue.
I told you.
Jay Taylor 1st. Bondosaurus in 2nd, Timac in 3rd, Your Done Son in 4th, Cliff Price in 5th. As Spud Sevenfold had to come down pit road. Jay Taylor has a commanding lead. He's got a 5-second gap between he and Bondosaurus, and a 15-second gap between he and Timac. And now there's a good look at Spud Sevenfold back there. He is going down pit road.
He's coming on the inside. One on the bottom.
Wise move by Timac. He's going to let Tyler Scott go, who has much fresher tires at this point in the race. Tyler Scott 1 lap down in the 10th spot.
I told you those tires wouldn't last.
Jay Taylor slicing and dicing through this lap traffic like butter. We're getting down to the final laps though, guys. The leader is working lap 58, so less than 3 laps to go here in New Hampshire. This was round 14 here in the 4th season of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. Two laps to go.
The tire's blowing, you wore it out. Ready to go. Car approaching low.
White flag is in the air for Jay Taylor. Jay Taylor coming around, and he's gonna look for a clean turn 3 and 4 for one final time here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Left side's clear.
And he is gonna win. Career win number 9 for Jay Taylor and the number 88 team.
Checker flag.
As you can see, sometimes there are scoring errors on NASCAR 15 on the PlayStation 3 console. It gave Bondosaurus the victory, but it was Jay Taylor picking up the race win. And this is also why the NOSSCAR drivers write where they finished into the chat room in case there are any errors with the scoreboard. Thank you very much for watching, guys. For more information, schedules, results, standings, visit www.nosscar.com, or you can log on Facebook and go to www.facebook.com/NOSSCAR Series and find out more about how you can become a driver or how you can become a superfan. We'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Jay Taylor.